Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome was a disappointment in my opinion. Now the reason I said that because it don't really feel like a Mad Max film. Nonetheless though, this is a movie I really wish was better, but at the end of the day, it's a film I just didn't care about. This film once again stars Mel Gibson as Max as he's exiled into the desert by a ruthless ruler called Entity, played by Tina Turner. And basically after that, Max encounters a isolated cargo ship that's full of children. Basically, this movie is like Lord of the Flies and the Goonies. Seriously, who in the hell came up with this concept and why? Why mess up a good thing? What made the first two Mad Max films awesome was Max was just a simple, ordinary man. But then his wife and son was taken away from him, and he took it upon himself to get rid of these bandits because they was causing trouble for a lot of people. But no, this film here is just too reminiscent of trying to have a good time. And not just that, it's rated PG-13 when the first two movies were rated R. I don't know, I tried to like this film, but I didn't like the upbeat tone. The music was completely out of place, and it felt too happy. I'm not trying to watch a film to see these kids be happy and all. I'm watching a film to see Mad Max kick some ass. I didn't get that in this film, and that's why it was a major disappointment. Now, ironically enough, some people actually do like this film, but when I look at this movie as a whole, considering what Mad Max 2 was, then it's a film that can't live up to its predecessors. Once again, this film was not interesting to me whatsoever. I was bored throughout certain moments. And there's even a point in the film where it completely focuses on a lot of these children. Like, what was they thinking? This film should have been what the last movie was, but they tried to go in a completely different direction and it just didn't win me over at all. Once again, turning this film into a Goonies type movie was the wrong decision. I mean, I'm seeing these kids in this film and they're all happy. They're looking for Captain Walker. It's completely ridiculous. It felt like, this action adventure film, more emphasis on that adventure. And Mad Max, he's supporting these kids, he's helping them. And I'm thinking to myself, this is not the Mad Max from the last two movies. What happened to the badass that he was in the first two films? What happened to that cool imagery? Now, granted, there are some interesting shots throughout this film, but it felt too Indiana Jones for my liking. Don't get me wrong, I love Indiana Jones films. The first three movies, they were great, but turning this film into that type of movie is not what this franchise was all about. They even replicate a car chase, once again, for what was in the second film, instead of trying something completely new. This film, it was boring. The characters wasn't really interesting. Tina Turner, she did all right in this movie. And Mel Gibson, he felt like maybe he didn't want to do this film per se, or maybe he did, I don't know, but his acting was better in the last two movies. It's just, I wish this film could have been what previous two films was. I get it, they were trying something new, but why the hell turn this film to PG-13? This film just didn't interest me at all. I'm giving this film a 5 out of 10. Yeah, this is a dumpster fire. I wish this film was a lot better. I wish it was fairly intriguing to me, but at the end of the day, it's a movie that started interesting enough very well, but then it went downhill fast. Now, granted, what the writers were trying to do here with, this Lord of the Flies / Goonies type movie, it just didn't work for Mad Max as a character. This is a man that lost his family, for crying out loud. And you're going to put him with a bunch of children going on this big adventure. This is certainly the weakest film of the three movies. And that's my review of Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Okay, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this film. Alright, this is Slim Guy 172 saying, peace out.
Living on